Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the SCUF 40K here in Dallas, Texas. Benson didn't know what state we were in before when I asked him. Is that the truth, Ben?
Sorry, what?
You had no idea what state
Texas.
we were in. That's a lie. I had to tell you what it was. But right now, one thing we are sure of is that Faze is up 2-0 over Enigma6.
We are sure.
Looking very dominant on that Search and Destroy. Here's a look at the maps we've played so far. Hardpoint Biolab attached, clutching up in the final seconds to give Faze a 201-200 victory. Riot Search and Destroy, 6-1 win, attach, on point all series long. Now Detroit Uplink. Ben, what's going to be the key to victory on this map for E6?
At free 6, making sure you put up some big amount of points on good side. You know, when you're pushing in towards school, you got to make sure you're making those 1-point plays. And that's something that we were really impressed by from E6. At the last event, obviously, different team now, but yeah, their teamwork in Uplink was just so good, so talented. Curious to see if they managed to get things clicking with this new squad.
5 players to watch, Zuma versus Parasite, who can really control the school. And
General just,
General just killing everything.
No, General just hit him with the dolphin dive, body slam down. Now, for any of you guys that run away, you know what? Let me go back to General off screen. If I know Clayster can also do it, I'm gonna wait to see if General's gonna do it. I'm gonna go in third-person mode just for a little bit, just to see if General is gonna try and hit it again. Because what you witnessed was basically General do a body slam down. It's a new kind of trait, which a lot of people have been trying to do.
The players that have really mastered it so far, Karma is absolutely exceptional at it. Clayster is very good at it as well. You've seen many posts on Twitter about this new movement we've seen.
Yep.
Well, I've heard it called many different things.
The dolphin dive, the body slam.
I heard someone call it the penguin. I don't even know what that means.
Yep. Clay was calling it the bunch bowl earlier on.
Someone called it a hot pocket?
A hot pocket. I honestly, I like the super Gandhi jump. That's a good one for me.
Yeah, I have no idea, but early on in this game right now, really even. Minute and 20 seconds in, Clay's got the drone in hand, slaying. Even to say the least, Ruiz needs to step it up for Enigma6, though. He needs that ASM1 to be on point this series, this game, really, to be able to take it home and keep E6 alive. Just like that, he picks up the 2-piece, stopping the push at the moment from Faze, but there is Zuma, the player to watch on Faze for me. He's been absolutely electric so far in Season 3, starting up the game, leading and slaying, now at 7-4.
Yeah, unfortunately not able to pick up that drone, though, so will be reset. Looking at Enable, just double jumps over someone. Luckily, has a little bit of team support. Can never play. Enable in a great position now to try and get some spawn kills. Looks over towards that bottom ramp side. The drone is right behind him. Teammate's going to have to try and
this
pick
should
that
be
up.
a score.
It's going to be Clay. This is an easy 2-point play for Faze. And E6 need to get some control of that mid-map now.
Faze, to think how different this series could be if Enigma6 clutched up in map number 1, and then those early rounds of S&D, if those went in their favor, this could be completely different. But right now, Faze up 4-0. Looking strong as ever.
Let me ask you this. How much do you think that 1-point loss affected them mentally heading into that Search and Destroy?
I mean, you got to expect them to step up, especially in S&D, but after losing such a heartbreaking one there off the start, especially for map number 1, and they had to sit through some delays with some issues with the consoles, you know that they did not want to have a heartbreaking loss there. Definitely would hurt them.
Yep. Zuma on your screen now. Just trying to jump around the outside, but drone has been picked up by Proofy. Proofy gonna dunk that one in for 2. Now, can E6 try and capitalize on this, pick up a couple of kills, and get some dominating map control? That's gonna be the question. Proofy big to try and pick up a kill on attach, unable to do so. Clay picks up the drone, pieces out, but unfortunately not able to get the throw.
I feel like this has been the story of Proofy's career so far in AW, where he's such a strong player, but he'll have these games where right now, sitting at 4-10, got that dunk in, which was absolutely crucial, but you know Enigma6 needs him to sit top Atlas like this and just completely hold down the middle of the map if they want to have a chance of winning this one.
Yeah. Right,
and he just keeps getting taken down. They're getting really aggressive. The ASM1s completely cut him down. Ruiz able to grab that drone inside of school, has potential to throw in the 1-point play. Tosses it, but picked off by Enable. Very smart play for Faze, shutting down that push from E6. Enable has the drone in hand.
Enable making his way over towards this green side, but decides just to wait for his teammates to pick up some kills. He needs to be careful because there is going to be a player inside of school, but Enable slides straight out of there. Could make an individual 1-point play, hit throws, but no, not able to
just off
connect.
the mark.
That would have been very, very nice, but unfortunately unable to connect. Clayster just does a good job defending. Ruiz now with the drone. Probably just going to play it before the reset. Does so. Needs to be careful though, because we have seen players like Apathy actually get that drone from out of bounds.
That was such a legendary moment.
It was so sick. And I think someone may actually be going to go for that attempt, but Ruiz turns around, picks up attach.
And this is what I was talking about, Ben. Now the Ruiz is beginning to heat up. The bleeding that they had earlier has stopped. Faze hasn't been able to score. They have school control. Fortunately, though, for the fans of the Red Militia, Zuma just completely cut down that player inside school.
Yeah, that was Parasite, who unfortunately just couldn't get things going there.
Ruiz hasn't died in like 2 minutes, but unfortunately, like they haven't been able to get anything going, Ben. That's the issue. They had one dunk from Proofy, and it was because he ran through middle street and stuck one in.
Oh, no,
Zuma is so sick.
Zuma at 16 and 10 at the half is playing out of his mind. But again, we talked about what E6 need to do, have a solid, favorable side.
Yeah.
Unable to do that. Zuma just tearing things up.
If I'm Faze, I'm just tossing this out. Yeah, exactly.
Why even risk it, right?
Exactly. There's no reason for them to try to gamble and go for a 1-point play. They know, hey, we just took the lead while on the least favorable side. They've got all the confidence they need to close out the series 3-0 with 5 minutes left.
So, going into the second side, Faze with the lead. Of course, a win in this map closes out the series comfortably 3-0.
Yeah.
And a good start for Faze despite a pretty shaky map number 1, I think it's fair to say.
Oh, absolutely. Really much closer in this game so far. Enigma6, they need to hold down school for as long as possible. Zuma's been doing an incredible job of picking up 2 and 3 pieces inside that crucial area of the map. Let's hop on board with him off the start.
You say Zuma?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see Zuma as he makes his way through towards Garage. There will be...
This is where he'll sit all game long, just this area of the map, and he will be more than comfortable picking up kills left and right.
Attach picks up a couple of kills, but E6 mainly dominating the kill feed early on, and it's going to be this man General on your screen. Trying to make a play. It's going to be Clayster inside, and luckily Parasite able to put a stop to that because it was too close. He was just going to try and pick that drone up and play it for 15, allow his teammates some time to reset, but enabled now with his bow. We're going to just try and shut down this E6 push. Parasite with the drone, again looking to try and make an individual play, drops the ball, picks it back up, going for that increased armor, but Clayster just puts a grenade right at his feet.
Faze trying to hold this push from Enigma6. Great kills coming out of Enable. They're going to grab that drone. They're going to decide to rotate it through green. Unfortunately for them, Parasite did just spawn up there. Enable's just going to try to hold off, wait for his teammates to spawn up to give him some help.
With that drone, he's unfortunately actually one of the furthest pushed up players on the team. So really just playing it very patiently, waiting for teammates to pick up some kills, and he's going to make his way over towards the teammates, which do. Unfortunately for him, a couple of players die. Just reset that drone. Allow your teammates some time to get back up, get a little bit more map control, and unfortunately Enable is going to go down as well.
Smart play from Enable to reset that drone there. Going to take the full 15 seconds. Clayster now beginning to get aggressive. He's got that hardwired on. Suns aren't going to be doing near as much damage to him. Now getting full middle map. This is what I love about Clayster. This is when you want to get aggressive with the bow. Earlier we saw Proofy do this. Unfortunately for him, the opponent spawned up in green and easily took him down with their subs. There, Clay knew 4 went down. He got control of mid-steps. Unfortunately for him, the push from Lockers was able to shut him down. But now the drone all the way in Enigma6's base. Faze have the lead. Any seconds that they can take off the clock is a bonus for them.
E6 are in a good position to try and steal a couple of points here. If they can keep shutting down School, which they've done a great job of so far.
It looks like they're only going for dunks though, Ben. They had enough time there to try to get the slide throw off mid-Atlas. Anytime you can chip away at the score, it's a bonus.
That's so risky though, because if you miss that, you potentially lose full control. But yeah, you're right.
Here's the issue.
Chip away that lead.
Ruiz, his 2 teammates were inside mid-hospital trying to get control of really yellow side of the map. That was not the goal that they should have been pushing for there. He could have just gone for the 1-point play, even if Faze reset it. Worst comes to worst, they're all back up and they kind of fight for mid control.
Fat point. Proofy's going to fall, as is Enable. Looking at Zuma now for Faze. Attach has the drone. This is going to be a pass. Zuma
this
should be able to knee slide.
He gets the kills inside of School. There's the dunk for Faze. And it looks like, has Faze really done too much on side number 2? They really just held off E6. That's all they have to do. If Zuma can find 1 kill inside School, get the pass from his teammate, quick dunk. That took 6 seconds for them to score. Attach with the drone. All 4 players up for Faze.
Attach making its way over towards that School side. Has 2 teammates in support. 3 players go down. This has to be a dunk.
The flank coming in from Zuma. Yeah, it's beautifully played. There's a dunk. 2 of them going for it just in case. 3 possession lead now for Faze. Ben, they're just 1 minute and 50 seconds away from closing out series number 1.
And Ruiz that getting into a little bit of panic mode as time is ticking away. Just went straight for the drone. Not what he needs to be doing. He needs to try and
they're just taking over now.
Yeah, this
Here
game,
comes another dunk.
This is over at this point, surely, with 1 minute 40 left. An 8-point lead. Faze haven't looked troubled at all in the defensive aspect. And they're just outslaying E6 massively now.
Attach on a 6 streak, Enable on a 4 streak, Zuma on a 2 streak of his own. Faze now in full control. 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining. If Enigma6 want to come back, they need to chain together a ridiculous amount of scores.
Yeah, they need some crazy hero plays to come in because that drone's going to be reset But again, and this is the problem for E6. As soon as Faze get to that respawn area, they can
They're just going to keep resetting it.
They can just keep resetting it. But in actual fact, Parasite has managed to steal a drone. But again, you know, at this point, you need 2-point plays.
It should be a score.
Do it, but see, why go for a 1 then? With a minute left, that's such a...
He must have thought the player in green was much closer. Unfortunately, that player was still too far away to get the kill on him. Drone now in the hands of General, going for that 1-point play. Gets cut down just prior to throwing it. Enable with that ball in hand now. Wouldn't be surprised at all to see FaZe even switch possibly to 3 valves just to hold down the middle street.
I don't even think they need to do that. They can reset the drone down.
Absolutely.
In fact, they have done it, and that's game over.
Yeah,
E6 don't even have enough time.
That's really it.
To come back into this game. So Faze kicking off the UMG Dallas very strong.
Yeah.
It's going to be a 3-0 victory, although 3-0 didn't necessarily tell the story, especially in that map number 1. It was only a 1-point victory there.
Yeah.
S&D, though, looked very comfortable, as did this Uplink.
They honestly, I would say FaZe was in full control of this game at all times, because even when Enigma6 would try to go for a score, typically, I would say FaZe shot down 15 of the 16 pushes that Enigma6 had all game long. The only one that they got in was that dunk. Every other time, when the push would start, FaZe would spawn up, they would easily clean them out, they'd reset the drone or run it themselves. Beautifully done from FaZe. The Red Militia takes series number 1, 3-0.
Yeah, they look extremely strong, and I'm excited to see exactly how far they will get here at Dallas. Of course, you know, Up to Gaming FaZe has been a big final throughout Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
You know, Clay talked about it earlier on the analysis desk, how he's feeling pretty confident going into this event.
Positive 20 out of FaZe, winning in the slaying department. Really, they had map control whenever they needed it. There you can see the full breakdown of the series. Biolab Hardpoint, game number 1, 2-0.